addition to that, I have here Webcam Max, which is a video camera software, and MSN Recorder Max. And in addition to that, I'm going to turn another recorder here, which is a screen recorder, step recorder, and I'm waiting to get it to work. I want to verify that it is set to 999 screenshots. As I'm starting a new recording, I'm adding also the video file name that is produced by the webcam software and paste it. It includes the my video, the date 25 for the year 2025, 05 for the 5th day of May, and the 5th month of May, and the 27th day of the month, dash, and then followed by a day, a time. 07 is a military time, 7 o'clock in the morning. 07:31 is 31 minutes and 32 seconds, and I click OK to continue. So now we have the screen recorder working. What I wanted to demonstrate is on the phone, turn the phone again and swipe and go back to the application. I want to close Google and all the advertisers and go back to PickyBot and hope that it will work, because I want to demonstrate how I'm going to share it. So the sharing button is on the right hand side. So I'm going to press the share button. The next thing, I want to scroll over the message to the end of the message and then click share again. And then I want to share the video. So I'm going to press the share video button. And then select the email address, ARush, and then click the button, the send button. So this is the algorithm for sharing the PickyBot output with my email address, later to be downloaded and added and posted to wherever I want. In this case, it will be YouTube, and the narrative will go to the YouTube description. So I repeat again, the algorithm of sharing is pressing the share button right here at the bottom of the message, and then click share description, and then click the email address, and then click the send button, and done. So to go back to the normal screen, you see those are the advertising that help fund this PickyBot video recognition application. So now I go back, click the back arrow, and I'm back to my normal situation in which I can record a video of what I'm doing, a regular video, select camera, and select record, and just tuck it in my lanyard, just like this, and then distance it from my body by pulling down the legs of the lanyard and tightening the knobs so it doesn't move out of control, so I can conclude this presentation. So I'm going to demonstrate how I'm documenting it here locally and turn the camera 180 degree. This is the 360 camera, 180 degree towards the computer. So the dome of the camera or the second lens is facing me. And now I can extend and explain what it is. This was the dump truck, garbage, garbage dump truck. Dump, garbage crane dump truck. Okay, so this is the garbage crane, and then E to the word crane. Turn on more lights here. Dump truck, and now I'm going to save it to a subfolder that is called log, and is dated. So I copy it from above, from the yesterday log, edit, copy, insert it at the beginning of the string, and now update it. Today is the 27th, so I'm updating it to 27th, 2025. The day of the week is Tuesday instead of Sunday. Tuesday. And the time of the day is 7:40 a.m. That is the current time. So we'll change the previous time, 7:30 a.m. And the time that we started was 7:20 a.m. So 7:20 a.m. You notice on the video file it says 7:31, but I started 10 minutes early to put on the equipment, which is my hat with the LED, my lanyard with the phone streaming the video, and most important is the video glasses, all together working in sync with the 360 camera, standalone camera, and multiple internal recordings. Let's start from the screen recorder, MSN Recorder Max. The next one is Webcam Max that records from a 360 camera above my head, as opposed to the third recorder is a Cyberlink, which is another webcam using the built-in camera in this Dell machine, Windows 10 Enterprise. And finally, the last but most important is the PSAR, Problem Step Recorder. So now I'm going to save the recording. Oh, and my notepad. The single most important is my note, edit, copy to the clipboard buffer, and file, save as to the clipboard buffer with today's information. So paste it over last time's information, and then click save. And now that I saved it to the hard drive, so one copy is the text-based file, number one, numero uno. The second one I'm going to record is that a step recorder, PSAR, Problem Step Recorder, and I'm going to add a comment with a text file name. So paste the text file name in the highlight area and comment dialog box of PSAR Problem Step Recorder. And now I'm going to stop Problem Step Recorder, turn the camera a little bit to the left, the 360 camera, and waiting for the save operation. So I'm going to click the save operation and then paste the text file name on that line. But here we want to change a couple of things. Number one, I want to insert the word period ZP to indicate that this is a zip type of a file. And secondly, I want to change the path to the psr.exe path to indicate that this is a problem step recorder subfolder. Mark the subfolder after I have inserted the path to the clipboard buffer and then paste over it the new path. And now I got the complete zip type of file in the psr.exe folder. Now I'm reviewing it one more time to make sure that everything is okay, which it looks like it is. Copy to the clipboard buffer first, and then save it to the psr subfolder. And now I want to go back up, click additional, review additional details to scroll up to see how many steps. That was step number 42 at the end, which is user comment, and it pasted the name of the text file into the zip file. So now I'm starting a new recording to demonstrate how I'm wrapping everything up, and add a comment in the current psr recording with the file location of the previous recording. Then I'm going to paste it also onto my log file, edit, paste. This is in the Notepad, Microsoft Windows 10. Make a little extra space. And then edit, paste it again. That will help me create the subfolder for the videos that are not already uploaded, that are stored in the local devices. So the current time is 7:46 already. So that will be the time that I'm going to record 7.46. I don't need the zip. This is not going to be a zip file. It's going to be video file. So I'm removing the zip, and I only need the garbage crane dump truck. That's all. So I'm going to backstep all the way to the time. And backspace again a few times to save a few characters. Okay, that will be good enough. And now I mark the entire string, edit, copy, and I'm going to paste it onto my hard drive, File Explorer. And this is an 8 terabyte external hard drive in drive G. I want to go to the video subfolder and then create multiple folders depending on which camera it was. So we'll start with a 100 VR 360, which is right in front of me. I'm going to turn it around as to display the kind of camera that this is. Okay, so this is a Kodak Pix Pro. Bring it closer to my phone. This is a Kodak Pix Pro Orbit 4K dual lens camera. And then return the focus onto the PC. So I'm going to make a folder based on this camera, and then I'm going to add another subfolder to this folder, which is going to be called New, and click Folder. And now that it displayed it on the bottom there, I'm going new folder number 6. I'm going to rename it with the string that describes the date and the time, Control V. And now that I copied it, copy to the clipboard buffer by the copy command, and then scroll down to paste it on the various other cameras that I'm using. So let's start with the Galaxy, which is my phone and my purple phone. I'm going to extend it and then paste the new subfolder, paste it using Explorer, and then it should appear at the end, as it does, 5-27 2025 2 for Tuesday, and 7:46 a.m. garbage crane dump truck. Can make it a little wider here so the viewer can see that. Now that I got taken care of the phone, my purple phone, I'm going to scroll down to yet another recording device, which is iView video camera. So I'm going to expand this and right mouse click to paste the new name right there using Explorer, and it will appear at the bottom. And now that I've done all of that, I can start stripping the media out of the various devices. For that reason, I want to have another phone so I can demonstrate and think about what I'm doing here. So I'm going to turn this phone on. I'm going to run Pickybot on this phone, swipe, go back to the home page of the phone, and turn on Pickybot. This is the Pickybot icon. Now it appears. Then click the record button. And use it horizontal direction so that the camera can pick everything up. As you can see, there is a minute left, so I'm going to move further away so that the camera can capture everything. And there's a minute left, and I want to explain it. This is a Kodak 360 Pix Pro Orbit 4K camera that is shooting me and the computer right now, and then a Dell all-in-one computer with a Windows 10 Enterprise, multiple cameras. One is a Microsoft, the built-in camera, the 360 camera above, and several other cameras on the side. As I'm turning it out around, there's a pool outside in the yard and various things hanging off the ceiling of this kitchen workplace. And only 9 seconds left. Back to the original and taking a distance to conclude this video so the entire picture can be seen clearly. Now Pickybot goes back to work and giving me the messages, compressing and uploading. And I want to explain it. This is a Kodak 360 Pix Pro Orbit 4K camera that is shooting me and the computer right now, and then a Dell all-in-one computer with a Windows 10 Enterprise, multiple cameras. One is a Microsoft, the built-in camera, the 360 camera above, and several other cameras on the side. As I'm turning it out around, there is a pool outside the yard and various things hanging off the ceiling of this kitchen workplace. And only 9 seconds left. Back to the original and taking a distance to conclude this video so the entire picture can be seen clearly. and it's still processing, so you can see how long it takes for this PickyBot to finish processing 1 minute of video, and most importantly, convert it to text and then narrate it out loud by the AI. So it is PickyBot AI that is still processing, and you can see I'm going to turn the camera around so the focus is on PickyBot, and the 360 can also illustrate it in addition to the various other cameras that we have here. And let me review them too. So I'm going to pull down the screen a little bit. We have the built-in camera of a Dell computer. I want to find some stick, a pointing device that I can point. Let's take this little flag. So we have the...
Here's a detailed description of the video you shared. We begin our journey looking at a vertically oriented monitor that's a hive of digital activity. It's a busy screen, split into several windows. A file explorer with a long list of files and folders. A video player displaying a close-up of a small white camera with a black lens. And what looks like a web browser in the background. The monitor itself is black and has the word Dell visible on its lower left. To the right, mounted directly onto the top edge of the monitor, there's a small, dark grey square camera with a circular lens. This camera seems to be positioned to capture what's in front of the monitor. Below that, nestled snugly against the right side of the screen, another smaller black rectangle, possibly a webcam, also appears to be mounted. As we continue to observe, a human hand with a light brown skin tone and a pink band on its wrist enters the frame from the left. This hand, with a visible thumbnail on the index finger, points directly at the camera visible on the screen. The hand then gently takes hold of a small, white, cube-shaped camera. This camera, which has a clear, dome-like lens on top and a black lens on the bottom, is labeled Kodak PixPro Orbit 360 4K. It also has 4K printed vertically on its left side and 3 small buttons on its right. A tiny red light is visible on the bottom lens, glowing faintly. The hand rotates this camera, showcasing its different sides. The camera's perspective shifts. Now we're looking at the small white camera from a different angle, revealing a blue light blinking on its side. It's mounted on a white, yellow, and black stand or arm, which is part of a larger, somewhat chaotic setup of wires and various electronic components. The overall scene appears to be a workbench or desk, crammed with a jumble of wires, electronic devices, and other items. The lighting in this area seems to be a mix of natural light from a window and artificial light from a bright, circular fixture on the wall. The camera then pans to the right, showing more of this cluttered environment. We see a wooden structure, possibly a set of shelves or cabinets, bathed in the warm glow of another circular light fixture on the wall. This wooden furniture has a reflective surface, mirroring the light. There are also several other cameras or similar devices positioned around, suggesting a multi-camera setup. Our view continues to pan right and then up, revealing a window with 2 panes. Through the window, we can glimpse a bright, outdoor scene with what looks like blue skies and possibly some structures or equipment outside. Above the window, on a ledge or shelf, there's an assortment of folded clothes and various objects, including a colorful rainbow-striped bag. The wall surrounding the window is a rich, dark red. The camera then sweeps across the cluttered workstation again, giving us a more comprehensive view of the disarray. We can see more wires, random objects, and even a roll of paper towels. The light shifts, and the overall scene appears darker and more chaotic. We catch a glimpse of what looks like another old, silver-colored computer monitor with a dark screen, standing upright. A bright orange light source is also visible, adding to the visual noise. Finally, we return to our initial view of the vertically oriented Dell monitor. The screen is still displaying the same Windows File Explorer and video player. The small white camera, now back in its original position, is positioned in front of the monitor, seeming to record the screen. The overall impression is of a highly technical, yet incredibly messy, workspace. The last few seconds give us a wider shot of this workstation, showing the entire cluttered setup with the monitor at its center, surrounded by various electronic gadgets, wires, and other miscellaneous items, including a straw hat hanging in the background. The scene is lit by a warm, golden light coming from a fixture on the right, casting a cozy, if somewhat chaotic, glow over the entire setup.
Okay, so now we are ready to share this. To share it, we have to select the share image again on the PickyBot dialog box button on the right hand side. So this is the share button. I click the share button in the app, then scroll down to the bottom of the narrative that the AI transcribed, and find another share button, which I click again, and then I click share video button again. So this is another part of the app. Click share video, and then I can click the email address to share it with. This is the ARush address. And then there is one more button to complete this algorithm, and this is the share button. At the very top, a blue or purple button before the three dots. To the left, I should say, of the three dots at the right upper corner of this screen of this phone. And this is a Galaxy phone. So I press this button to finally share it. Let's show it again to the various cameras. And the 360 camera in particular. Finally my phone camera. Press this button to send. So now I've sent both the description and the video. I'm going to just do it one more time to demonstrate it. Share description. Share description again. The email address, and send. Now I've sent both. It may be useful to have a message, shared video, and then shared description, so the user that cannot remember what they have done, like myself, will have a message that says what happened. Not only share, but what was shared. Shared video and shared description. Now I can go back and back again to the regular screen and just use a regular camera to record myself. With video, but change the focus. Aim it at myself, start the recording, then place it on my desk here, so I will be again hands-free, able to continue with this demonstration. And now I'm adding one more camera to this recording, and this is a phone camera protruding from my desktop right in front of me. As I'm going to wrap up this operation, let's recount how many external cameras I have. So first of all, it's my video glasses that are recording, number one external camera. Number 2, it's my phone that is stuck inside my lanyard. Number 2, external camera. And number 3 is the Kodak Pix Pro Orbit 360 4K external camera. So this is 3 external cameras working together to record incidents such as the blue screen of death that Microsoft frequently creates. Okay, then, in addition to the 3 external recording devices, let's count the internal recording devices. And starting with number 1, numero uno, so far it was 3, so this will be number 4. Number 4 camera is the CyberRoops, the Cyber Link UCam, and that is going already for 30 minutes. I want to make it a little smaller at this point. So this is number 4. Number 5 is the webcam MSN Recorder Max, the screen recorder, excuse me, and number 6 is Webcam Max, another web camera recorder that is working already 31 minutes and 55 seconds. So this is number 7. Finally, I have also my notepad here, which is number 8 recorder, file save, so far 8. And the built-in camera that is stuck on top of the monitor is number 9. And least but not, and most important, is the step recorder, PSAR, problem step recorder, to record all the problems. So now I'm going to stop the PSAR, the problem step recorder. We have reviewed all 10 cameras that are going in simultaneously, 4 external cameras, and 6 more internal various recording devices. So now I'm going to demonstrate the step recorder recording now by adding a comment, add comment, the video file name that I created, and it's was recording it here. Let me see if it's still in memory. No, it is out of memory, so I have to copy it again to the clipboard buffer, edit copy, and then add a comment and paste it onto the screen. Right mouse click to paste. Into the dialog box, click and drag to select area, or pick Control to select. So it marked with red the area of my notepad, and now I click and it interrupts the entire process, so the entire screen is frozen until I click OK to confirm it, and then I can proceed to the next step, which is stopping step recorder and saving it. So now I click the save button, take the previous name, and this is a poor man version control, and mark the year by a subscript of A. So I know that this is version A, and adjust the time, which is 8:08. So the current time is 8:08, 8.08, and delete. I have to convert the colon in the time to periods, because colons are not allowed in the file names of Windows 10 Enterprise, which is what I'm using now. Then copy the psar.txt, mark it with a cursor, then copy to the clipboard buffer, and then insert it as a prefix to this zip file name in the file name field. So I focus on it first, then focus on the on the first position and then paste the path, followed by a backslash, and then right mouse click and copy it into the clipboard buffer, then click the save button, and then scroll review the additional details. There are additional details in notes, and then going up the file, step number 84 is the last step, and user comment. It highlights the double quote, the date and time, garbage crane, dump truck, and so on. As I start a new recording, I click the new recording button, and then I add a comment with the previous file name, which I paste into the highlight area and comment of the psar.txt app, and then click OK, and then paste it in my notes, in my notepad. Edit, paste, and a couple of enters, and file save. Okay, so now I got multiple copies of the same event in two different subfolders. One is the psar.txt, and the second one is in the log subfolder with the same name but different formats. The one in the psar.txt is a .zip file, as I marked on the file name .zp, and the one in the log file is a text file. As you can see, there is also, as I go through that, I notice that there is a problem. Somehow the text file got truncated or overwritten. So I have to go back to the proper path of the log and copy the prefix before documents and overwrite it. Because somehow I managed to overwrite. Copy to the clipboard buffer, go back to the file name, oh, here it is. So here at the top, I have to edit and cut the wrong insertion point and then paste it, edit, paste at the top. So it reads C:\\users /srush /documents and log /. This is the proper way. And now file, save the corrected version on top of the previous version. Now, as I've done that, I want to go back to my File Explorer to see what I've done there. So I need to minimize other apps. And here's my File Explorer with the message of iView. So the question is, what do I want to do? I need also to know that there are two phones. There is the black phone that is filming me, and the pink and the purple phone that is filming the other phone and the screen. Well, the question is, which one should I strip first? I also need to mark it on the black phone. So I'm going to go back up, and here is the purple phone. I'm going to focus on the subfolder here, copy it to the clipboard buffer with edit, copy, then expand the black phone and paste this new subfolder, select new and folder, then paste it, the name on the new folder, and click it to see it. Yes, so now I can stop recording. Hands-free, notice I'm going to stop recording on this black phone to demonstrate the entire process. I stop recording on this black phone. I press the stop button on this phone and just show it to the various camera close-up so the viewers of the multiple recording can see it better. Let's do it one more time. Okay, so there is a stop button here on my phone. I'm going to stop the recording on this black phone. I'm pressing the stop button. Then go back to the home page. Then connect it to my computer with a USB 97% powered. And I want to strip the media, so I'm using the Explorer, start a new session, File Explorer, navigate to the Galaxy A54 5G and expand it, then SD, expand it, then DCIM, and then camera. And here there is one folder. I'm going to mark it with a cursor by right-clicking on it and then select the cut command. In the meantime, I may want also to target the internal camera more at the computer, so I swivel it to the other side and bend it down a little so it can focus exactly on what I want, the cut command, and I cut it here. Then I reduce it a little bit, and then I'm going to mark it on the paste target. So I want to find where is my Galaxy Black subfolder, right here, and I want to scroll to today's date. At the very end is 5/2/25, Tuesday. Open it up and right mouse click and paste the file. And now I'm going to copy this path and file name string into my notes, but start by marking it with a open brace, with a bunch of open braces, then paste Control V, the file name and the path, then demark it with a bunch of closed braces, and in this manner I'm going to repeat it for the various external cameras. The internal cameras are naming themselves, and I will upload all of them to YouTube. Those that have not been streamed yet, so I'll have a copy of all these videos on YouTube, including the piggyback. The piggybot will be also added to the constellation of other files with a narrative that I can then paste into YouTube for a description of the video, so I don't have to write a description. So now I'm already finished with all of that. I'm going to upload this subfolder to YouTube. So I'm going to select browser, and then I'm going to expand it to find the proper YouTube subfolder. I'm going to go to ARush, try to find the ARush user, and close the previous upload and upload this one file. So plus, select the plus create option, upload, select file, paste the subfolder, right mouse click and paste, and then open, and then select the folder name, right mouse click to copy to the clipboard buffer, and then click open, and it should say one file uploaded. And now I say next, 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 and I want to make it public. I say public and publish, and then close. And having done that, I want to note it on, and you see that it says pending. YouTube replies by saying pending and displays the title. as I'm reducing it to paste it one, meaning one file, user ARush. This is the channel, and Control V is the file name itself. Then I go and file save. So I uploaded it, and I saved it in my notes. And now I'm ready to save it also on my PSAR, problem step recorder, in case there are problems in the file, like viruses and who knows what are the problems. I capture it, and then I stop recording the PSAR. I save the PSAR, take the previous version, make it version B. So back up on version A and insert instead the letter B, and the time from 8.08, I'm backing that up, will be instead 8.20. So 18, or rather 12 minutes expired since I've done it before. And now I copy the PSAR path, mark it with the cursor, copy to the clipboard buffer, then insert it at the first position of the file name. And do it gently so this jerky mouse cannot fool around with it and modify it unintentionally. Copy to the clipboard buffer and then click save. Then click cancel, see version B there, and then click review additional details as I'm turning the 360 camera to the left. Scroll up to see that was 97 screenshots, 97 steps, the last one being the comment of the file name. As I'm starting a new recording, add the comment and paste the previous file name in the current recording of psar.exe and OK. In the meantime, I want to look at it and see, can I edit it already? Not yet, because it is pending. So I can go file, save the next one, and then repeat the same process for every device, every recording device. Now I can go back to the input and look for the screen that is empty and see whether the file has been removed as it should be. So I go to the rightmost image and open it up to see that the PC Galaxy A54 5G SD card DCIM camera is empty, so I can disconnect this phone and recharge it. Right now it is marking 97%, 6 minutes until full. So I disconnect it from the computer, clearing the screen, and then go back and paste it and connect it to the power supply so it can recharge. Charge. Now my goggles are empty, ran out of power, so I'm going to strip the media off of the goggles. So I dismount the goggles, and you can see that they are broken here in the corner. I'm going to recharge them here with this charger. Notice it is now blue, and as soon as I connect it in here, it will become red, meaning that it is charging. So now it is red, meaning that it is charging. I take out the micro SD card out of it, pop it out. Connect it to the computer by insert it into the adapter and pushing it in. Now I'm going to select another browser. The display the drive. This drive I, the SD card, and it's specifically SDXC, which is a faster SD card to handle videos. Then expand the DCIM, then expand movies, and here mark the first one, shift to the last one. So this is an example of multiple video clips as opposed to the only one that we saw before. Cut it off of the micro SD card and seek another target folder to paste it on. I'm going to select one folder here and navigate to the proper subfolder. Right now it is set to iView, but it's not the last file in iView, so I'm going to scroll to the last file of iView. Make sure first of all it is iView, and then scroll down to the very last file. And the last file is of May 7th. You can focus the 360 camera a little bit there and downwards. Click on it, then right mouse and paste using Explorer. Then when it starts pasting, I'm going to copy the path to the clipboard buffer and then paste it in my notepad yet again. Edit, paste, and file save. And now you can see how the files are stripped off of the micro SD card and pasted onto my hard drive, listing the numbers that are created with each clip. And when it is done, I notice that it is too many folders for one upload. So I want to sort them by name. I click the name button. And one more time. Starting with the number 1 file, mark it and shift to number 15, as I'm required by YouTube to upload them by a maximum of 15 at a time. Cut them from the main folder and create a new subfolder, new folder, and double click it to get in, and then right mouse click and paste using Explorer. And then I'm going to copy the path into my notes, reduce the size of it, and then navigate back to my notepad and paste it, edit, paste, and then file save. Then I want to upload the content of this file onto YouTube. I'm going to select my browser again, my browser of choice for that purpose, and then find another folder that has space on it for 15 more files. So I open the next browser of ARush, then I'm going to close all the uploads that have been completed and add create, upload, and select, and then paste the new path. Paste, new folder, and open. Then select the first to number 15, mark them, shift, select again, and then go to the file name at the bottom and copy them to the clipboard buffer as I click open on the browser, and I'm expecting to see one of 15 files uploaded. uploading. Scroll to the end to watch. Minimize again, and then I want to list it in my notepad, so I enter 15 for the number of folders, the channel ARush, the channel name, and then Control V to paste all the folder names, and then file save. As I repeat that, I want to upload the remainder, so I'm going to go to another instance of ARush, expanded browser. Here's the current one, the one next to the right, or next to the left. And plus, upload, select, then go back and remove new folder so it will go right to the base. Backspace on the new folder until I get to the root, and then enter and watch the file names change. Okay, the first one is number 16 and the last one is number 20, so shift tap to number 20 and then right mouse click, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then open and watch a message 1 of 5 as I'm making it smaller and I'm pasting the file name, the number of files, first 5, the channel is ARush, and the Control V for the file name, and then a couple of blanks and file save. So this is the second description of uploading to YouTube. The second description is all related to iView, the video camera, and the first one of multiple files, and the first one was a phone, the black phone of one file. And in this algorithm, I repeat doing it until I finish, and you can see that there are a lot of pending files to be edited. Right now, it is still private. So I'm going to shift the browser to the right to demonstrate one example of editing. I click on editing, scroll down to a file that is in draft status as of now, and click edit draft to select that file, and then click next, 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 and make it public instead of the default of unlisted, and publish. When I click publish and close, it has been changed. It should be changed to publish, as you can see here. Then anybody around the world can surf it. And there are no restrictions. So this concludes that part. And now I'm ready to stop the recording again and save it into SAR. This will be version C. Backspace on version B and insert the letter C and update the time 8:33. So this is 13 minutes ago. I put in 33. And now I copy the path to start.txt to the clipboard buffer and then insert it in the first position of the file name. Paste, followed by a backslash, then review again to start.txt and the file name, copy to the clipboard buffer and save, and then click review additional details to see that it had 116 steps. As I'm starting anew, I also add the previous step to the current previous step file name to the current file name and paste and click OK. And then go to the phone. I go to the notepad and click it underneath the closed braces. Edit, paste, and file save. In this manner, I'm going to repeat it for various devices such as the phone, the 360 camera, and so on. So now I can take the phone off of the lanyard, stop the recording, go back to the main screen. One more time, make sure I close all the apps. Then I connect it to the computer to strip the media off of it. So you heard the sound. Now the computer should be able to detect my phone and let me strip the media, cut it out of the phone and place it inside my hard drive for uploads. In the meantime, I check the movie, and movie has been emptied, so I can take it out of I can take the adapter out and then extract the micro SD card out of the adapter and insert it back into the video glasses. You can see the problems with the video glasses is that they break at the temple. And this has been broken already, and I taped it. First I glued it with super glue, and then I taped it with electrical tape, a green electrical tape, and then I mounted a paper clip on top of it to make sure that it remains tight, so it wouldn't also hurt my head so much. And that's it for now. Now I'm going to strip the media off of the 360 camera. I want to edit as a comment first, so I paste it as a comment into the dialog box, and then I'm going to take the new phone and strip the media off of it. So I'm going to scroll down to Galaxy and expand it, then SD card, and then DCIM, and then camera. And here I have several files. So I mark the first one and Shift Tab, marking all, right mouse click to cut. You can make it a bit smaller so it doesn't take so much of the screen, and then start another browser, File Explorer for the output. Making it full screen, going to Drive G, dragging it down with a scroller, then expand videos, and in videos, I want to go to Galaxy, within Galaxy to purple, and within purple to today's date to the very end. And in today's date, right mouse click and paste it, and then copy the path to the clipboard buffer to be pasted into my notepad again. At the very end, before the edit, paste, before the close curlies, file, save again. Wait for it to finish, and then 5 minutes to finish, and then I will transfer it back to the home page. And now I'm ready to take my hat off, shut the display by pressing the button on the hat. It has a button, off and on button. show it to the various cameras, and notice as soon as I depress it and hold it pressed, it will stop messaging on the LED screen, turn dark. Now I can connect it to the power supply and charge it. And here I have a USB-C cable. I connect it to my hat LED camera and then turn it upside down so I can see the red light that it is charging, and let it charge for a while until it is fully charged. Now, having done that, I can take off my neck wallet lanyard, and for that reason I want to view what I'm doing in the various cameras. So one camera is up there already. The second camera is the webcam max, and then the third recording is MSN Recorder Max. So I can see the three of them, and I want to demonstrate how I'm taking off my lanyard. This is a neck wallet phone that was here, inserted in the rear clear window, and a badge that is in the front. I'm going to lift it for the 360 camera to see it better. And notice the retractables are expanded, so I can move it closer to the camera and still have the retractable retract back and forth. And that is important, giving me the flexibility to cross body film. So right now I'm filming forward, right? But if I want to demonstrate it better, I'll take a phone to demonstrate how it works. I take the phone, I insert it into my rear clear vinyl pocket of the wallet, so it protrudes, the camera protrudes at the very top. You can see the camera lens. Now I'm recording front recording. The unique thing about this neck wallet, phone and badge holding lanyard, that it is mounted on an easel that can easily be swayed to the right or to the left. So if I want to cross body film, so I'm going forward, or I'm standing forward rather, but I want to shoot sideways, I can simply drag it to my right side and expand the neck strap. And now it will be filming my right side. And if I want to film my left side, all I need to do is do the opposite. And now it is filming my left side. This is called cross-body filming. I may be going backwards and forwards as I'm moving now backwards, but instead of shooting or filming forward the screen, I film sideways, which is the kitchen, refrigerator and closet and other things that are there. The important thing is it is hands-free, so I can preoccupy my hands with doing other things, such as put on a hat, so I can take a hat from my hat rack and put it on, and I'm recording and filming or streaming the left side where my hats, with my hats rake, I guess it is pronounced rake, my hat rake is placed on my left hand side. So this is a description of this neck wallet. There's a red wallet here and a badge in the front rear clear vinyl pocket, and another rear clear vinyl pocket so I can lower my gaze and see the screen. That is important because sometimes those phones tend to turn off and on their own. So I can watch it, and if it turned off and I want to record, I can turn it on again. And if it started by some reason to record and I don't want it, I view the screen at any time, hands-free, so my hands can occupy my head by adjusting my hat or taking off my hat and so on. And now I want to demonstrate how I'm taking off my hat first, so I can take off the neck wallet, phone holder, take the phone out, put it back on the charger so it can charge. Now I can release the retractors. So there are two sets of retractors, carabiners in my retractable carabiners in my back. As I press the stop, the spring-loaded stop, I release their lock mechanism, and I repeat it for each set of legs. Two pairs of retractables that are fastened to my back. Here I have the black one. This is a heavy-duty one on my left-hand side, and the red one on my right-hand side, the cheap 99 cents or $1. And this one costs a lot more, and it has steel and a much more powerful roller, so it won't break as fast, and it also holds it much better. I can take it off my head. I'm going to fold the string and stash them in the rear clear vinyl pocket of the lanyard. So this is where the phone was. Stash it in there so it doesn't, in my purse, it doesn't get messed up. And then I loosen the knobs. Got a knob on each side so I can easily fold the legs. So these knobs sometimes are hard to loosen and fold them, so they make a much smaller package. Sometimes I tighten it so hard that I cannot fold it myself so easily. So you really have to be strong and apply a lot of pressure, or bend it first and then loosen it up. I need to use my right hand, and sometimes it's not enough, so when that happens, rarely, you can take a plier and loosen the knob. And be careful that you don't break the knob, because the knob is made out of plastic, and the knob can break. Now that I loosened it a little with the plier, I can fold the legs, and that is important because when I store it, or a female especially, stores it in a purse, you don't want it to occupy too much space. So this way it is nice and compact, and it can be also flat on my chest, so nobody can see that I'm filming them. If I'm a police officer and I want to film in a clandestine way so people would behave normally, they wouldn't notice even that they are being filmed. And then I can put it on the side. Notice how my neck string is folded, and my badge is stuck, and my phone is gone because it is charging. I put it on the side for the next incident. Then I can put back the plier for another use, another time, on my equipment rake on the side. Now that I'm done, I can also stop the recording on the 360. So I'm moving it down from in front of the computer here. Stash it on my tabletop. Stop the recording by pressing the red button. Then power it down by pressing the smaller button. Then when it turns off, I can remove both the battery for recharge, which I took out and I place it on the battery charger, and micro SD card for stripping the media and uploading it to YouTube. And this is the micro SD card. Insert it into the adapter, and then shove the adapter into the computer to strip it out. You hear the sound, that means that the computer recognized it. I'm going to take another incident of the File Explorer, navigate to the maximize it first, navigate to the SD card, DCIM, 360, mark the first one, shift to the last one, right mouse click to cut all of it, then reduce the dialog box and find a target to paste it on to. So I'm going to open another instance of File Explorer. Maximize it. Select the drive G, expand video, and then expand 360, 100 VR 360 for virtual reality. Scroll down to the bottom to today's date, which is May 25th. Garbage crane dump truck. Click on it, right mouse click to paste, and Explorer to perform the paste. Then highlight the subfolder name, right mouse click to copy to the clipboard buffer, edit as a comment to Pissar problem step recorder, paste it, and OK. Then wait for it to complete. In the meantime, I'm going to reduce it, so I expose my notepad and I paste it at the very bottom. Edit, paste, and a few blanks, and file save. And now I'm ready to wrap up the entire operation as I'm letting all the various components work. So I strap the media off of the 360 camera at the very end, off of the two phones, off of the video camera, and now I have to wrap up the recording on Pissar and the various other recordings inside the computer. So I'm going to make a comment on Pissar and paste the latest message in the Pissar dialog box, which is the path to 100 VR 360. Then stop the Pissar recording. Save this Pissar version, increment it from C, back up on C and enter the letter D, and the time is 8:53. So upgrade the 33 to 53. Then copy the Pissar.exe path from the top of the dialog box into the clipboard buffer, and then paste it at the first position of the file name field. Paste, followed by a backslash. Copy and save. And then click Review Additional Details to see that the last step was step number 89, and the user comment was G /video /100 VR 360 for the virtual reality 360 camera and so on. So now I can click new recording and add a comment with the previous psr.txt file name by pasting it right in. Paste and enter, and then go back to the notepad after the curly bracket or the brace and edit, paste the new file name at the top, and then file save. And as you can see, it is still in work, and it is still about 12 minutes to go. Item remaining is 5 folders, a total of 14.3 gig. I'm going to let them finish. In the meantime, I'm going to stop the multiple video cameras since we already did what we need to do with them. Stop the recordings and then play them back to test them. In the meantime, the last stripping of the media will occur. So I'm going to start from that Cyberlink UCam, stop the recording, tap on the square blue stop capturing video F3 button, wait for it to appear on the edit line. Sometimes when it doesn't work, just do it again.